Started his day in Chicago this morning, dropping off his daughters at the University of Chicago Lab School before leaving for Washington. The president-elect and the future First Lady have a ton of items on their White House to-do list, starting with their Secret Service code names. Barack Obama's will be Renegade, Michelle Obama's Renaissance. And the Chicago Tribune reports that the new first daughter's code names are Rosebud and Radiance, all under the letter R, which is tradition that they all choose a single letter. The incoming president also getting some new wheels. Cadillac One reportedly will be equipped with 5-inch thick glass, cell phone jamming equipment, and blast-proof ceramics. The Secret Service will not confirm any of that. As the new first family prepares for life in the White House fishbowl, our Randy Kay has got more on the changes ahead for them. Randy, first of all, the big choice is Sasha and Malia, the two daughters. Where are they going to go to school, public or private school?
Well, as you know, John, they already go to private schools in Chicago. Both of them attend private school in Chicago, and that's probably the way they'll go when they move to Washington. Well, today, our cameras caught Michelle Obama touring Sidwell Friends School. That's in Bethesda, Maryland. It's where Chelsea Clinton went. Also, Al Gore's son went there. It's a Quaker school, generally considered very inclusive, racially diverse. So we know that that one is on the list. Other options we've heard floating around, the Murray School and Georgetown Day School, which actually also Michelle Obama visited today. Now, if the Obamas decide to enroll their daughters in public school, one option is Francis Stevens, which Amy Carter actually attended as well.
Now, this is going to be a real challenge, but Michelle Obama insists that she is going to try to keep Sasha and Malia's life as normal as is possible when they're living in the White House.
Try doing that in the fishbowl of the White House. Can you imagine? Well, she is going to try. Now, our Candy Crowley passed on some very interesting tidbits about life at the Obamas in Chicago. The girls set their own alarms, they pick up their own toys, they make their own beds. And Barack Obama used to give them $1 a week for doing chores. We'll see if he still does that as president. And both Malia and Sasha take tennis and music lessons, so lots of stuff to organize. We'll have to see if they continue to make their own beds in the White House, of course.
Now, President and Mrs. Bush had a well-earned reputation as home buddies. I mean, even on foreign trips, the president didn't like to hang around a whole lot, do business, and then get out.
Right.
To the great frustration of all of us in the press corps who wanted to see the country that we were in. But what about the Obamas? Are they going to do the Georgetown social circuit? Are we going to see them out and about a whole lot more?
Well,
what do we know about that?
From what we hear, we shouldn't expect them to be swanning around town. But George Bush, he did actually like to go to bed around 9 p.m. He held about 6 state dinners their whole time in the White House. He didn't eat out very much. The Obamas are expected to hold more state dinners, inviting foreign dignitaries for formal affairs. The soon-to-be first couple do go to restaurants a fair amount. We've already seen them out in Chicago quite a bit since he became president-elect. So Washington is already buzzing with hope that this young couple will invigorate the Beltway social scene, much like the Kennedys did in the Camelot years. Social insiders like Sally Quinn of the Washington Post says she feels a real sense of anticipation.
No, the energy's already here. You can't imagine it, not only from a social point of view, but from a political point of view and from a foreign policy point of view, that this is the most electric place I can imagine being right now. I've never felt anything like it in my life since the Kennedys were here.
Now, we don't normally do all of our interviews in restaurants. We were actually dishing with her there at the Bombay Club just near the White House. But of course, the new president needs a place to shoot hoops. The White House has a half court, but that may not be enough for Barack Obama. He may find what he's looking for, though, at this ultra-luxurious sports club LA. The Bush twins used to work out here, and Condoleezza Rice is a member here. So that may be one place the family might join, not least because it apparently has a really great kids program as well.
I think the president-elect may find that once he becomes president, it's awfully hard to get out of the house.
I'm sure he will.
Randy,
You're
thanks
right.
so much for that. Well, we've got a few interested observers.